Going. All right. Yeah, you're recording in progress. All right. So Vince, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Heather, if you can mute yourself too, so we don't get any background noise, that would be fantastic. And I'll make sure people get muted as they're coming on. Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it. So, guys, we're recording this video, the Zoom call. So this will be on the Facebook group. It'll be on the YouTube channel. And today, guys, we're going to spend some time with Bill Hang. Bill Hang is with a company called House Lens. I've known Bill for quite some time, back in Waker days. I think back then, and Bill has always been an asset to the brokerages, to the agents, to people, helping them with branding, helping them with photography, with videography, and everything has evolved as that part of the business has evolved as well. So when we talk about photo shoots and professional photography, it should be done on every single listing of yours. It doesn't matter the price point, because what you have to understand is that how you market your listing is a walking billboard for you. And when you take that and you put it on social media, I can certainly tell you, and there are other people that can attest to this, that it will generate a lot of business, because it shows everyone, all the consumers out there, how you treat your business, how you treat the consumer, and what it is that you're doing to make you stand out amongst the competition that's out there. And when you look at how the market is now and how it's going to go over the next probably couple of years, listings are the game. Listings are always the game, but it's the game more now than ever, because there's such a shortage of inventory. So anything that you can do on the listing side that makes you stand out against everyone else, that gives you just a little bit more of an edge over your competition that's out there, to sway a seller to go with you as opposed to someone else that's driving by and taking iPhone photos. I get the iPhone has, a nice camera, but it's nothing compared to what Bill and House Lens does for your listing. And when you're able to take that and you can utilize that, put that on social media, put that on all your channels, so the sellers can see what you do to market the property. And then even with that, guys, when you have a listing appointment coming up, you can have a pre-listing package. And with Toolkit CMA, compound this with Toolkit CMA with what we're providing for you, where you can do this as a pre-listing appointment. You can send the video of what you do with the property to them as a pre-listing engagement. And the same thing with Toolkit. So you take these two tools that you're doing, and you can send this to them. That decision should be made for the seller prior to even getting there, and make your appointment a lot easier. So again, anything that you're doing and any investment that you make in your business, you want to make sure it's going to generate a return. And Bill's going to show you today what they do and the simplicity of it, how easy the process is too. That the process is incredibly easy to get the photo shoot ordered, to get everything ordered, and how they set it up with the seller takes it off your plate. But the other part too that I want you guys to understand is that this is where you're leveraging your team, right? You go in and you're an agent, and they see you as just one person going in. But when you're able to sit there and say, look, what we do is we help stage the property. I have a professional photography company. They will come in, they will do a photo shoot, they will do a virtual tour, they will do a 3D tour, they will do drone shoots. They will do all that. And this is where I have a transaction coordinator, I have title company, have all this. You're leveraging everyone that you have. So now you go from being one person that's in there to you have your team that's there. And when you're able to take the photos off your plate, then that comes off as a pain point that a seller can sit there and say, well, I don't like this. I don't like this photo. I don't like that, because now it's a professional company that's actually doing it. They're not going to have complaints on it. I'm telling you, they're not going to have complaints. But if you're snapping iPhone shots with this thing, oh yeah, it's my new iPhone case, by the way. I'm celebrating my Dago month. Sorry. Ooh, that's recorded. So anyway, guys, by the way, hey, there's another Dago that just jumped on board. What's up, DeFrancesco? How you doing? What's up, B? Guys, when you jump on board, can you mute yourself, please? So, guys, I want to make sure that give Bill plenty of time, and I'm going to hand it over to him. And again, we'll have this recorded. So, Bill, with that, let me know you're ready to go, and I will share my screen with you. I can certainly share the screen.
Yeah, perfect, Mark.
There we go.
Let me know. Okay.
Shares.
There should be either the three dots or the participant. If you hit the little arrow, that should.
Oh,
Oh,
that.
but I'm unable to share my screen, Mark.
Hold on a second. I'm working on it. Working on it.
There.
How the fuck do I do this? I thought I'd sit there and do that. Bill, you're not able to share yet. You all right?
No, it says host disabled participant sharing share
Hold on,
screen.
you should be able to now.
Yes, perfect.
Awesome.
Okay, does everybody see my screen? It's a moving website, House Lens. Does everybody see that? I just want to make sure.
No, Bill,
Everybody-
I do not see it.
You don't see it?
No. Hold on one second, okay? Hold on. All right, so no, I can't see it though.
All right, let me do this again.
Hey, Mark, there's actually on my side, it's showing that you're sharing and Bill is sharing, and I could select which one. So maybe you have to stop your screen from sharing.
Okay, hold on, I'm doing it right now. All right, Bill. Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
Is that
All right,
better?
take it away.
Excellent. All right, Mark, thank you so much. So great to see you, and everything you kind of talked about just to start this meeting is it's 100% on point. I'm gonna piggyback a little bit more. I'm excited to be with you guys. You know, as Mark I mentioned, I've known Mark for quite some time. I think a little almost 10 years now.
Long time, man.
And I've always respected Mark at the highest level. So you guys are in great hands, and obviously he's grown his company and just truly cares about your success. So that's why he brought me on. And same here. I'm here to help, essentially that. So I'm gonna talk about some marketing trends first, some value points, and then go into how our solutions, our full service visual media solutions, can help you generate more opportunities, more visibility, more branding opportunities. And then we'll go into really how simple it is to leverage us to get something scheduled right away, get your images right back, etc. So if you see my screen here, House Lens, real quickly, we've been around about 13 plus years. We're full service. We're excited. We have some products today you're going to see that are different, that only a couple other companies provide. So get excited. But before I go into the meat of my presentation, I want to show some slides because it's very important. You know, in this business, in this market especially, we have to be very open to hearing other avenues of marketing ourselves, right? So if you see my slide there, my title, how to stand out in a 3-second world, just confirm, Mark, that everybody sees that. You see the slide?
Hold on, what's that? No.
You see my slide, how to stand out in a 3-second world? I just want to make sure.
I don't see it on the screen.
Nope. This showing that I'm sharing. Hold on a second. There
Guys,
we
can
go.
you see it? Guys, oh, there we go. Now we're sharing. There you go.
Yeah, the thing is with Zoom, like when you have multiple windows open, it should easily transfer. It happens sometimes and doesn't happen. So regardless, you see my slide, my title there, very important, how to stand out in a 3-second world. And this parlays into what we provide for you, for Prime Realty Partners. We're there for you as an option. I get you might have a person you go through, but I think there's different levels, just like there's different types of realtors. Some that shouldn't be in the business. Mark talks about that quite a bit. And then you guys, so forth, right? So first thing I want you guys to know that I'm going to do for you is there's a e-booklet called The Hook Point. And as crazy as that title sounds, how to stand out in a 3-second world, it's true today. I mean, the technology of our business in our world is speeding up faster and faster. Just a couple of years ago, it was 7 seconds. You had the opportunity to engage with somebody so that they respond back. So now that's shortened. Now what can we do? And this hook point that I'm going to gift all of you, which I'm going to email Mark, and this is recorded, but Mark's going to get this copy. It was given to me by a good friend of mine who's a top producer. He's got a great team. It's an incredible read. It talks about the early days of Netflix, Tesla. It talks about companies that actually failed because they weren't open. They weren't adapting to what Mark was talking about earlier, where it's very important that you have a pretty professional digital billboard out there, or what we like to call it, breadcrumb trail, right? Of your brand, of your business, and how you do business. So Hook Point, it's about 270 pages, worth to read. You get it in over the weekend. I've read it twice already. I'm always reading new things, but it gives you great insight and takeaways to help you get better responses. Because at the end of the day, Mark's been in business quite some time. I've been in business quite some time. I've done guest speaking. At the end of the day, when I talk to top producers across all brands, all brokerages, they come down to one common thread, and that is their ability to get people to respond. So if we can increase our response rate through all our efforts, through our media, through our branding, through our whatever the case you're doing, that's how you win more business. That's how you stand on the 3-second world. So I hope you enjoy it. Please read it. It's worth to read. There's a lot of other stuff you can take away. I'm going to dive a little bit more into this. So if at the end of the day, when we're talking about how we can get up to 80, 90, even to 100% response rate, that's the name of the game, right? Mark does these videos. He tells it as it is. It's engaging. That's why he gets the views. He gets the engagement. And all those play a part of value and how people perceive you as a trusted source. We deem ourselves as professionals. So we got to provide that value on the digital stage. Our media solutions that you'll see a little bit later will help you with that. So you have to believe in an investment and see these things that you're getting as tools, as pure up-to-date marketing tools that people see. Wow, I want to work with that realtor. That's impressive. So things like that are very important. I always believe in my career, it's the little things you do that leads to the big things. The reality is the information you're going to hear today, you might resonate to some of them. Great. If you resonate with one, I've done my job. But be more open. And the reality is it's going to require you to be uncomfortable. And the reality is a lot of realtors, and a lot of just not you, just in general, they're not willing to do the extra little thing that helps successful realtors be successful. So hopefully you are open. If you're not willing to be uncomfortable, I always say don't pursue success. You have to be a little uncomfortable. Things I recommend, and Mark talks all the time. So real quickly, has anybody heard of a term called constructive interference? Most likely not. Some people have. If you haven't or haven't, what it is there's a wall, there's a physical wall, and you can look it up, and it talks about the wavelength. And this is important because this is going to help you when you're conversing and communicating with your potential customers and clients, etc., now and in the future. It is a law that talks about two wavelengths. When it comes together in equal length, it doubles the size and frequency. So people feel it, people sense it. And it's almost like if you hear people talking on the phone, they're smiling, you sense that. You don't actually see it, but you sense it. And this is very important. It's an important thing that the Hook talks about. I'm diving deeper into it. And Newton Einstein talked about this. You go deep into that rabbit hole sometimes of spirituality and stuff. And I believe in that. I know you believe in karma. You believe in those type of little things like that. And it kind of falls in that category. But the other term for it is law of attraction. So whether you believe it or not, I believe in it. I believe in energy and how energy is value. But here's the most important thing. What does that mean? What does constructive interference mean? What it really means is there was a study done in Spain. This is really cool. And this is stuff that we learn. You come to meetings, you learn different things from different people, from different angles. So it's very important, right? There's a study. They took 25,000 subjects, humans, and they put them in a room. And they were able to read and measure the frequency of people's energy. So they could determine with this measurement called Spain scale of emotions, if someone's angry, if someone's joyful, someone's passionate, someone's whatever it may be. And what this ultimately boils down to is that when you're talking to people, come from a place of authenticity. Because believe it or not, of all the law of attraction, that is the most powerful frequency. And whether you hate Mark or not, or in terms of what he says, that's people are afraid to say, that's law of attraction. It's real. He's not faking it. He's telling you as it is. He's telling you with love. And authenticity is 4,000 times more powerful than love in terms of frequency, in terms of that measurement. So at the end of the day, what that means is when you're talking to somebody, someone can feel your energy. Someone can sense it, whether you're being authentic or not. And when these top producers that I talk to, they say something similar to that. So the more conversation, the more responses you get, number one, leads to more conversations. The more conversations you have, the more relationships you build. And the more relationship you build, the more what we call now is digital trust, that digital billboard sort of example. And that's how you generate more opportunities. So I went a little bit into that angle of something that we don't really think about, but is very, very important today, especially when the market's so tight. So in terms of getting people to respond, here's my number one tip, right? Because there's a lot of different tips that help.
Bill, real quick, bud, real quick. I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry. Hey, do me a favor. I know we got some people on a clock today. So if we can start diving into the house lens and the product,
Okay.
I just want to make sure we got the people while we got them here.
Yeah. So let me speed through this, because when we talk about what we can do to help you guys stand out, and that's what we kind of allude to. Our goal is that besides we're full service, we have a product called, and you guys know the whole realm of the importance of visual media. I'm not going to bore you too much with it. Statistics are out there. So when we talk about what we provide, what Mark was leading to is high definition photography. That means every photo shoot comes with clear view window, blue skies, color balance. We do incredible videos. We have a 1-minute social media video that is vertically done. And this is a new product that trends with the social media change in algorithm. They want businesses to have vertical view because that's how the engagement is, because everyone's on our smartphone. So we have a product called a social media video. I have some examples that I sent to Mark, but we do drone, we do floor plans, and we give you options in floor plans. So one of the other product that we do, besides the drone, again, very video, very engaging, help you tell that story. One thing I want you to know about our videos is that we can add text tags within the video. So if it's a horse farm, you can put acres, you can put 3-4 bedrooms, you can put salt pool, whatever details that you need to help you stand out in a 3-second row, to help you tell that and market that home. Just know those are the options we have. You stand a walkthrough video. The biggest product that's trending right now that we have is called our iGuide 3D. This is a competitor to Matterport. Are you familiar with Matterport? Because Matterport exploded when pandemic hit. Is that virtual media experience that you give to the outsiders, to the world, the ability to tour your listing anywhere in the world. So it's interactive. We're in an experienced media age. So this iGuide that we have is less expensive than Matterport, but it has a better value because as you see on the left side there, it comes with interactive floor plans. And Showing Time Plus, which is within the Bright MLS, and some similar studies show that sellers actually demand this, expect this, and they want this. And in most cases in your market, it's fairly new. So when you have this as a tool, when you have your next listing, you place this order. And I'm gonna go live here with Mark, because we did a shoot for Mark. So when you place an order through houselens.com, we have links that we're going to set up within your Facebook business page. Very simple. You put in your information, put in the address, and then you put in dates that you want. You hit submit, and you get a response within 15, 20 minutes. We put you on schedule first, and then when the service is rendered, that's when payment is due. But every photo shoot comes with a fully responsive property website that you see here. Mark, do you see yourself here real quickly? I want to make sure when I transition the screen, it was there.
Do I see
You
myself?
see that?
Oh.
Well,
I see.
There you go. How about,
There you go.
there seems to be a little delay. So every photo shoot that we will do and support you, it comes with a responsive property website. When I say responsive, it configures to every smartphone size. That's very important today. Some sites out there, they're not mobile friendly. But when you see here, Mark completely branded, you get an unbranded version for the MLS. This is automatically configured for you. We're trying to save you time, so we simplify the process of giving you a virtual tour, branded, unbranded, and all the media that you
No,
might
hold on
have.
1 second. You had said that you have the branded version and then the unbranded version of the MLS, correct?
Correct.
And you guys do that, correct?
Correct. So if I transition back here, you follow my screen. I want to make sure. So when you log into your portal, so just like any other vendor, you get a portal, you have lifetime access rights to your photos, images, files. Very important. So when you log in, you see a branded property page and you get an unbranded. Does everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay, so you can just copy this link. Obviously, from the MLS purposes, you can't put a branded property website. You have to use the unbranded. The branded is the one Mark talks about, how important it is to showcase your new listing, number one, promote it online, instantly easy, because within the property website, you have the ability to share instantly to the major social media platforms out there. So we keep it very simple, but the most important thing is that every media that you order, whether it's floor plans, the iGuide 3D, see here, Mark didn't touch. Mark is so busy. He didn't configure this. We did this for him. So it gives the consumer the ability to tour this listing that he had, that we have photographs. Let me just enlarge it a little bit. Are you still with me? You still seeing this
Yep.
interactive floor
Yep.
plan? Okay. So, family room, it just takes the viewer, the consumer online, and people love this stuff. I mean, if you think about the largest demographic of buyers now, for the most part, are the younger generation. They want this sort of interactiveness, right? So, kitchen, it just takes the consumer there. We can do outdoor 3D 360-degree scans, etc. But this is just similar to Matterport. Again, it gives you that virtual experience. It keeps you up to date as well. Okay. Any questions? Again, this is configured through you. It's called the iGuide 3D. It's a competitor to Matterport, and we're talking about different media to help you stand out. Let me close this out here.
Guys, that's
And I'm
huge
gonna go-
for you to have the branded and unbranded versions and you not have to do it. That's awesome, you guys do it.
Correct. So, not to kind of drag this out, but when you go to houselens.com, again, we're going to have some links. And you'll see there's a book now or book a shoot at the top right corner, or book now. And you just simply fill out the information as I mentioned. We'll get the form, you get response right away. If you're talking about products that we provide, it's all listed on houselens.com. But the best part of all our services is the media that we do is completely done for you. Okay. So the property website, the interactive floor plans, the editing part, even if there's editing where you want to remove the trash can from the front of the garage, or your client wants the family photos to not be there in the photo, we can do all that. And as a referral service, instead of going through different companies that Mark talked about, you don't need to contact 3 different vendors to get aerial done, to get virtual staging done, etc.
Right.
Okay.
Because all you need to do is just go through the order system and pay, and everything else is done for you. It's very simplistic, and that's what you want to have.
Yeah, let me show the last slide here. Again, virtual staging we provide. And one of the things we've done is that once you start using our service, we keep record of all your listings. And then when they sell. So on the property website, on the branded page, there's a link you see on the top left corner that says see my other listings. And this is cool because people gravitate towards people who get the job done. So when they click on see my other listings, it shows all your listings that you're sold. that you've sold in the last 15 to 18 months. And there's a unique URL to that. You can copy that and you can post it online. Again, people want to work with who are active out there. You're letting people know. We have special pricing for you guys. I sent the flyer to Mark. Here's what we're going to do. I've done two things. Number one, I've always believed that trust is earned. All we're asking is the opportunity to earn your trust. I know we've done a couple of shoots for other Prime Realty agents. Hopefully you had a great experience. If for whatever reason something happened, you want to reach out to us, we're going to take care of it. But your first order with us, if it's just photography order, 25 photos, whatever the case may be, you're going to get 15% off. That's going to be done automatically, no questions. Then you bundle photos with the iGuide or photos with drone, photos with Matterport, photos with, Zillow 3D, whatever it is, we're going to give you additional savings. Second option is I created a package for just you guys. It's called the Prime Realty Partners Visual Package. And it's 25 photos. That's really the average people look at online. They're not looking at 60 photos unless it's a luxury and listing. 25 is perfect. Great enhancements to it. And the iGuide 3D, because I believe that's going to be where everyone's going to gravitate towards you when you have this type of media out there. You think of Northrop, which is a branch of Long & Foster, which is a client of ours. They've done Matterport even prior to pandemic. They did it for almost 6 years consistently with every listing. And Mark talked about professional photos for every listing, regardless of price, size. That's consistency. So I reduced it from a 360 retail to 285 package. So all you do is go to houselens.com,
Great,
hit
thanks,
book a
man.
shoot, put that in, of course. So you can put our team knows, and you get that discount, right? So I want to talk about real quickly other videos we do, which is trending. The pin video, which is you walking downtown your street, Main Street, whether it's Mount Laurel, Cherry Hill, Morristown, Haddonfield, and you're talking from authenticity point, what I talked about, what you know about the market, what you care, what your involvement is. This pin video you put on LinkedIn, Instagram, this is your gateway to people getting to know you a little bit more. So those are some things you want to think about when we talk about how to stand out in a 3-second world. There's so many different elements that help you do that. Read a hook point, use your smartphone, use our visual media solutions that we're providing. And that's how you do it consistently. That's how you stand out. Any questions for me? Because I know Mark
Bill,
wants me to get into
part of when you were talking about doing the videos and like video walkthroughs of it, you can also incorporate the agent into that video walkthrough of the property, correct?
Yes, we have two options. We have what's called agent on camera. So you're speaking in the beginning in person and in the end. Some people do it in the middle. And then the other option is a walkthrough video, Mark, and we record your voice. We don't actually see you. So you're actually just speaking and you're narrating the walkthrough. So we have that as an option. So either option works. And that's also very popular today. I'm sure you've seen other realtors do that where they're welcoming you into their new listing and giving some extra details that you might not get from the photos and from the video. So,
Bill, I have two
Question.
questions when you guys are done.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's essentially we want to be conscious of your time. We want to just open up the part of just being open to other media solutions than just photography. We have to. If you want to stay competitive, you got to invest in either Matterport or iGuide. You got to do floor plans consistently with photos. So we're gonna give you the best price, just because Mark, I love Mark. So and really just care about your business, right? We want to. The more you're winning, the more we're winning.
Guys, one thing might add that a few minutes ago, you heard Bill talk about the Northrop Group, branch of Long & Foster. When I was there, I met him, and Craig and his team they do probably a little over $500 million a year in sales volume. And they have dominant market share down in Maryland and DC area. And part of what he does so much is, again, this is done and his listings stand out in the community. They stand out in the marketplace because of what he gives to that listing. And I think they're just phenomenal tools, and you have to have it. And guys, you understand that I'm critical about service, about the value that we give, our business, the value that we give our consumers and the sellers and the buyers that we work with. It does irritate me, and I'm like, I know it does to you guys too, when you see crap iPhone photos in there, and then you have a seller paying $24,000 in commissions, and an agent's not willing to invest a few $100 to make that listing stand out. That's not doing justice. That's not doing right by the seller. Bill, you'd also talked about the virtual staging. Can you touch on that briefly as far as the virtual staging? Because there's a lot of people in here that we work with investors. A lot of the properties are vacant after they get done. They're flipped, they're rehab. I think the virtual staging is a great tool to use to make the property stand out today too.
I agree. So do you see our virtual staging site here with styles? Do you see that? I just want to make sure
Yes.
it's showing the screen.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a link. So we have a link to our virtual staging. So Mark is correct. Great for some of the Airbnbs, whatever it may be. But we have a site that you get if you're interested in virtual staging. It's ultimately up to you. We have different styles of virtual staging. So you have a home that you think is more luxury theme or modern or traditional. You pick the style, you label the number of photo. So every photo that's uploaded to your account has a number. So you submit that number, say, hey, customer service at houselens.com, photo 3, photo 6, photo 7. I want virtually staged. I want to use the style traditional or modern. And the turnaround time is fast. It's 24 hours. So once you submit that, you get the images staged the next day, automatically uploaded to your portal. And of course, you get notifications when that is complete. But yes, virtual staging, that's actually picking up quite a bit. And it's, again, full service, one stop. I think there's a value in that instead of spending time going to different places. Do you see this listing here with this?
Yeah.
For Hanover Road. Okay. So I just want to show your team the HDR photography because that is very important, right? You can see through the window. A lot of companies charge extra for what's called clear view window comps. We do not, so I'll include it. You see how clear and crisp that photo through the back door window, back doors, sliders.
Yep.
That's the quality that should be representing your brand, your business. So we're going to deliver that consistently every time. We do have an enhanced HDR, which means that if you are big on, especially a higher end listing, you want flat screen TV imaging, you want fireplace fire imaging, all that can be done for a particular listing. So just know that there's nothing that we are not open to doing if you have an idea or something you want to accomplish. What else did you want to cover, Mark?
First off, guys, any questions for Bill on anything that he showed, the products, the programs, the pricing, anything like that so far?
Hey, Bill, this is Vince Capriati. I just want to see, so I'm at your website, and I just want to see what is the difference between the residential 3D and a Zillow 3D Express?
So residential 3D is going to be Matterport or iGuide. And the difference is Zillow, as you know, Zillow has their own rules, right? They only allow certain things done or posted on their site because they want to get a chunk of it somehow. So they only allow 3D tools, marketing tools called Zillow. It's a special recoat camera. It's horrible. The quality is terrible, to be honest with you. When you transition from different rooms, it's slow, static. So that's the difference, is that it's a Zillow product. Essentially, they want you to invest in a recoat camera, which our artist has.
Okay.
And it allows you to post on Zillow on their site. You can't do that with 3D Matterport or iGuide just because they don't get a cut of that. What you can do is, this is the property website that I showed earlier, Vince, where you get an unbranded version. And if this listing that you had did a photography shoot with us, you ordered an iGuide 3D with floor plans, you just copy this URL, it's unbranded, and you can post that in the MLS as the virtual tour. If that makes sense.
It does. Mhm.
Does that make sense? Okay, yeah. It's just,
I
you can't,
love that each property
you
has.
can't post a 3D Matterport by itself. You can't do that.
Yeah, guys, it's great that each property has its own individual website. You could use that for a lot of marketing, a lot of exposure on all the social media outlets. That's all yours and comes to you. So real quick, Bill, so with what you would send me today, just kind of want to clarify for everyone. So Bill sent me some documents today, and we're also getting the link that you sent me, is that pretty much going to be our order form that I can pin in the Facebook group for everyone, that they can just go click on that and then that takes them to the order spot?
Correct. So what essentially that link that I share with you takes your agents to this book a shoot web form page.
Okay.
So once they click on the button that you guys create, it just hyperlinks to this, and it'll take you a couple, under a minute to just fill in your information. And you can see there's different options.
Yep.
If you just want the photos, just hit HDR and then just put a note, PRP as the code, and you guys get, special pricing.
Awesome.
And always look at the balance due, not the total. So when the invoices generate, don't look at the total, look at the balance due, okay? Because that's where you see the discount.
Great. So guys, I'll have all those documents in the Facebook group. I will have the link to the order form pinned in the Facebook group as well. So all you need to do, go into the Facebook group, click the link or click the pinned post and go and order. I'm also going to send an email out, excuse me, to the office, so everyone has Bill's contact information as well. So if anyone needs anything, you can contact him directly via email, via cell, whichever it is. So we want to make this process as easy as possible for you guys to order. Bill's great for service, and to my fault that it took this long to get this set up with Bill, because he came up here a few months ago, whichever it was, and he did that tour for my flip in Barkley, in that Cherry House. Did a great job. That sold quick too. So guys, do you have any other questions before we cut it today? All good?
Does anybody have anything coming up?
Bill,
Sure.
I'll be in contact with you next week. This is Vince Capriotti.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeremy, your
I see
answer
Mark
should be yes.
in
Since you're
Francisco.
the agent on my flip, so your answer should be yes, that you do have something coming up that we'll be doing.
I'm waiting for you to say that.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Yes, my listing agent will be paying for my virtual tour.
Yes, 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 he will.
I'm teasing, man. I'm teasing. No, this is great, Bill. I appreciate you taking the time today. Thank you very much, man. It's
My
great to
pleasure.
get connected with you again with this. I think it's a fantastic product that's out there. Guys, use this. Help brand yourself with, well, Bill said, with the digital billboard. That's what this is. This is your digital marketing. This is huge for what it is that you do, and it makes you stand out against everyone there. And as I'm telling you, as time is going by, you need listings. So you need to sit there and have all those listings. You want to be the one that the sellers are contacting. You want to have the supply of what is in demand. It's going to make your life a lot easier. And this marketing is going to help you be able to do that. All right.
And one last comment. Just remember, listings stay online forever.
Yeah, it's true. True.
So,
So make yourself stand out, guys. This is great. So guys, thank you
Mark,
again.
thank you.
Bill. I appreciate you taking the time. Guys, give me next day or two. I'll get everything up into the Facebook group and get the email out so everyone's got Bill's contact info too. Okay. Appreciate you all taking the time today. Again, this will be recorded. I'll get it on the YouTube channel. So any questions people have, just let me know. See y'all.
good. Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Have a great
Thank you.
day. Bye.